Todd, how did Andreas look on the ice today?
He looked fine. There's a difference between a new player entering I don't want to call it the bubble, but just the team. When you have NHL experience, he's comfortable in the locker room. He's comfortable around the veteran players, and a lot of the language that the Detroit group uses is language that we're using. So um, he feels good in that area. He's been able to be part of our team meetings via Zoom while he was in quarantine. So we went through everything again today. Good legs, fast, nice hands, fits our group well. Hopefully, as we go forward, days just get better and better with him.
Just sort of broadly with the team, how much better of an idea do you have about what, the opening night roster and kind of early season roster might look like compared to where you were when you guys opened camp a week ago?
That's a tricky question to answer because there's the 20, then there's the 23, and then there's the taxi squad. So if I work backwards, taxi squad through still really blurry and gray. A lot of decisions we have to make as a group. 23-man roster is a little clearer. 20, we have a pretty good idea of where we're going to go to start, but it's not written in stone, and we haven't had an opportunity to look at the kids that are coming in from the World Juniors, and are they ready? We'll find out, or we'll take our time to find out, and if they are, then they'll get a chance to play. But it's starting to come together. It better. We're only 8 or 9 days away, so slowly getting there.
And did you know when those World Junior guys will be able to get on the ice with you guys?
Well, again, if everything goes as planned, they're in Los Angeles now. They're in after testing. They're in their quarantine until they get another test in them, and we're hoping that if everything goes right and protocols are followed appropriately and they stay healthy, that they'll be able to join later this week.
Sounds good. Thank you, Todd.
Okay, next up is Zach Dooley.
Hey, Todd, what is the biggest challenge in your mind for Andreas coming in on what today was his first day when the rest of the group has already had, 5 skates under their belt?
I think there's 2 parts to that. One is getting accustomed to how we do things and what we call certain things and systematic or structure parts of the game, but also getting his legs and his timing back. 5 or 6 days of 5-on-5 and structure and competitiveness goes a long way. So it'll take him a little while. We understand that, but I think that his legs will allow him to be in the play. The hands and the timing will come as the days go on.
There's been a lot of focus this week on special teams. What have you liked so far from your PP and PK units, and what are you still kind of looking to achieve with those groups throughout the week?
Well, there's a lot of consistency with the groups that we ended the year with by design. Do they all deserve those spots? Will they all finish there? I don't know. We'll wait and see. But we need a starting point, and we're trying to reestablish breakouts, entries, sets, those types of things with 2 units that hopefully can compete against each other for ice time. But where we are now and where we were at the beginning of beginning of last year, is significantly different. The understanding of where we want to be and how we want to do it is way further ahead.
Thanks, Todd.
Okay, next up is Dennis Bernstein.
Hey, Todd, question about goaltending. In a perfect world, would you rather see 28 games from John and 28 games from Cal, or do you want someone to emerge and take the job?
I want them both to be at the top of their game. And if we have that, then they're going to force us to make some decisions on a nightly basis. But, as much balance as we can get, I don't think, whether you're young or old, I don't think you're going to be able to play this type of schedule alone. You're going to need a partner riding shotgun and spelling you from night to night so that you can get some rest, at least the way the schedule looks to me. So they're both going to be really important. And, from Quickie's perspective, where he was The last 3 months of the season, he was elite. His numbers show that. We need him to be at that again early. And when Cal came up, he provided us great performances. So we're comfortable with either, and we'll need both.
And for opening night, does John get any currency because he's been here 14 years as a starter?
Well, whoever we think is ready on that opening night, whoever's had the best camp and heading in, will get that start. And if currency came into play, it went out the window last year because unfortunately Quickie didn't get that home start. It went to Soupy, and it was just a decision we made that was based on what we thought was best for the team at that point. So would I like to start Quickie? Of course I would. But he has to be ready and up and running and being sharper to get that start. So we'll see where it goes.
Thanks, Todd.
Okay, next up is Lisa Dillman.
Yeah, hi, Todd. Do you think in some ways Toby Bjornfot might have a bit of a leg up? I know it's a different position, but as opposed to some of the others, considering, you know, he had a full camp with you last year, he played in the first few games, you sort of know what you have with him.
He should have that under his belt, of course. He also has been playing a lot of hockey, not only World Juniors, but prior. So we hope that he is game ready when he gets here. You know, when you compare him to the players he's competing against, basically all of them have been in the organization outside of Ole Mata, and I don't see them competing for the same job. But I think that he should feel comfortable, more comfortable this year than last year, not only with himself, but with the group around him.
Thanks.
Okay, and it looks like we're going to finish things up here with Carlin Bathe.
Hi, Todd. I got a question here about the World Juniors. You know, Kings fans were super excited about watching this tournament. And was there any kind of extra buzz around the rink, you know, during camp or anything? Any players, coaches, yourself kind of chatting about what was happening up there? And did you guys have some time to really digest what was going on up there?
The answer to all of those questions is yes. We were all excited. We were all engaged. It's the only hockey that's being played. We're usually aware and we're engaged in what's going on in that tournament, but we're busy with our own schedule and travel and all that type of stuff. Let's face it, we went home every night, turned the TV on and watched the games. We watched our own prospects. We watched other teams. And it was fun to watch the games. When we came back and met each morning, we would discuss the night before. Often talked about individuals, our individuals, the games that were played. You know, so we were really engaged with it. And then there's always the bantering in the locker room, Canada, U.S., or Swedes, Canada, Swedes, U.S., whatever it might be from your home country. And some of that was going on as well.
And then last question here for you. What can these Kings prospects take away from this tournament, especially going straight into camp like this? This is just a unique situation across all boards if you really look at it. But what are you expecting from them?
Well, you know, thinking about their situations, I want them still to be enjoying the tournament that they were just through. Take a day or two to reflect on it. I don't think that we need Turcotte, Kalev, and even Faber, who isn't here, focused on what we're doing yet. By tonight, by tomorrow morning, we'll expect that. But answer the text, call your parents, enjoy the moment, win or lose. It was a great tournament, and hopefully they've grown as players. Once they get here, the game changes a little bit. The pro game's a little bit different. You're playing against men. The structure may be different than what the World Junior coach had set up for them, whatever team they were on, and we want them to integrate as quick as they possibly can.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.